Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Group. I am your host, as always, Ryan. And today we are going to be taking a look at Wrestle Kingdom 19, the match card, and I will be giving you my predictions for each match. As always, feel free to leave your predictions in the comment section below. So for the last 5 years, I have made sure that I have the day off work and watch Wrestle Kingdom live, and this year is no different. In fact, last year with Nick Nemeth showing up unexpectedly, it led to some of the best views this channel has done so far. On the pre-show this year will be the New Japan Rambo match, with this year's winner getting a future shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. No names have been confirmed for this match, which makes it harder to predict. But seeing as one of the bigger names not on the card, I'm going to go for Sanada to take the win. Hopefully we'll get some surprise entrance, maybe like a free agent, someone by the name of Mustafa Ali or a speedball Mike Bailey. No doubt the likes of Toriano will be involved. So on the main card for the first match, we have the Fatal 4-Way Tokyo Terror ladder match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. It'll be the Intergalactic Jet Setters versus Ichiban Sweet Boys versus Catch 22 versus Bullet Club War Dogs. So this match no doubt will be wild. A bunch of high flyers with ladders. What more could you ask for? 4 good teams involved, which makes it easy to enjoy and watch. We'll probably get some top high flying moves off the ladders, I'd expect. With 4 teams being involved, it takes away the advantage for the champions, and also with it being a ladder match, that does too, because they don't have to be pinned. One guy can just run up and retrieve the titles. For me though, I'm going to go for Driller and Connors of Bullet Club War Dogs for the win. The former 2-time champions should get one more reign under their belts, so to say, in the junior tag division before they go up to the main tag division. Match number 2. Mayu Iwatani versus Azumi for the IWGP Women's Championship. Now, I do apologise if I get some of these pronunciations wrong. Mayu is the 3rd champion in the title's history. She's brought some prestige to the belt after both of the champions before had each defended it just once. Mayu has had 8 successful defences so far, during a reign that started in April of 2023 and has ran for over 620 days. At just 23 years old, Azumi is seen as a future star in professional wrestling. She's already picked up a couple of championships in Stardom, but it's now time for her to push on and become a world champion. So for me, Azumi takes the win. She's already challenged for the title once before as well, so it would make sense for it to now go on and be successful this time. Match number 3. A fatal 4-way match for the New Japan Television Championship between Ren Narita, Jeff Cobb, El Phantasmo, and Ryohei Oiya. This match will actually be Ren's first defense of the title, which he won back in October in a three-way match with former champion Jeff Cobb and Yota Tsuji. Cobb, on the other hand, is the second most successful champion after Zack Sabre Jr. ELP has just come back after a stint on the sidelines, having a cancerous tumour removed. Now, if ELP did win, he would get a nice pop from the crowd, as he did when he returned recently. I feel like Ren needs this win the most, to be honest. Once announced as the future of New Japan, he's been sort of stop-start since joining the House of Torture. There's no surprises. Let's be honest, it's a terrible faction. The title needs him to retain to, if it's to start to regain the credibility that it had at the beginning with Zack Sabre Jr. The title's now 2 years old. Zack Sabre Jr. defended the title for over 30 times in his first run, and then it's sort of been a bit of a hot potato since. Match number 4. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Evil in a lumberjack match. Now, if Tanahashi loses, he will retire from professional wrestling. I doubt many will be overexcited for this one. Tanahashi has already announced before this match that he will retire at next year's Kingdom, so I highly doubt this situation changes here, and I'd also highly doubt that Evil will be his last ever opponent. For me, it's probably going to be someone of the caliber of Kazuchika Okada. I'd expect Tanahashi to take the win here, but I would expect a lot of shenanigans from House of Torture. Number 5. Match number 5. Winner takes all. Shingo Takagi versus Konosuke Takeshita for the Never Openweight Championship and the AEW International Championship. Now, this match has potential to be match of the night. 2 titles from 2 companies on the line with 2 big dudes that hit hard. The winner of this match will have to defend both titles against Tomohiro Ishii at Wrestle Dynasty the next night. Shingo is in his 5th reign as Never Openweight Champion, while Takeshita is in his 1st reign as International Champion. I can't see Tony wanting Takeshita to drop the belt yet, so I'd expect him to win this match. Also, it would then free up Shingo to go back into the world title picture in Japan, which, let's be honest, is where he should be anyway. So I'm going to take a Takeshita retain here. Well, retain 1 and pick up the Never Openweight. Also gives Takeshita a chance to keep coming back to Japan. You know, he done well in last year's now, in the 2024 G1 Climax. And it'd be cool to see him switch and change throughout 2025 if he becomes Never Openweight Champion too. Match number 6. Doki versus El Desperado for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. El Desperado won this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament to get this match, and will be on a high going into Wrestle Kingdom trying to win back the title that Doki actually beat him for. Now, Doki has proven he is a star when it comes to this division, defending it against the likes of Master Wato, Sho, and Taiji Ishimori. This again has potential. It could be one of the matches of the night too. Honestly, I do feel like this match could go either way. I feel it's a hard one to predict, but my love for all things Despy has me picking him to win the title back. Match number 8. David Finlay versus Yota Tsuji for the IWGP Global Championship. So when you think of the Global Championship in New Japan, you do think of David Finlay, mainly as he's held it for most of its existence. Yota Tsuji is yet to hold a singles title in the company and could probably do with the win a lot more than Finlay. Also, there has been talk online over the last few days that Finlay's contract with New Japan is due up soon, and if he is to leave the company, it would make sense for him to drop it to Tsuji on the way out. And like I say, Tsuji is yet to win a singles title. He did win the New Japan Cup, but he has not won a singles belt, so the Global Championship would definitely be a good get for him. So that's my prediction there. Tsuji takes the Global Championship. So in match number 9 of the night, Tetsuya Naito versus Hiromu Takahashi. Now this one, unfortunately, is a bit of a weird one. These guys teamed together during the 2024 Tag League, which they would go on to win. Now, instead of them challenging for the tag team titles, Naito challenged Takahashi to a one-on-one match at Wrestle Kingdom. They are still 2 of the biggest stars in the company, but it was a strange way to get to this match. And with no title on the line, it's already feeling a little bit flat. They are trying to run with the idea of it being, 15 years in the making, but to be honest with you, we could have done with a championship maybe on the line or a bit of a better storyline going into it. Now, Naito unfortunately can't move around the ring as he once could, but hopefully it should be enough for them to be able to still put on a decent showing. Takahashi could do with the win if they are ever going to move him up from the juniors division. And match number 10 and the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 19, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Now, talking about an odd matchup, this for me should not be the main event of the biggest pay-per-view of New Japan's year. Zack Sabre Jr. has had a great year, winning the television championship for the second time, winning the G1 Climax, and then the world title for the first time in his career. Shota, on the other hand, challenged for the Never Openweight Championship and lost. Lost in the New Japan Cup, finished near the bottom of his G1 block, and also failed in a match against Jon Moxley for the World Championship. He's also had a few injuries during this past year, but he does seem to have a bright future ahead of him in this company, as they're already dubbing him the next ace. Now, fans are slowly starting to turn on Shota, so it'll be interesting to see what happens during this match. I would be very surprised, though, if they did have Shota go over here and win the biggest title in the company as his first singles title. It should still be a good match, but I'm just wondering, like I said, what is going to be next for Shota Umino? Should he lose here after already challenging and failing to beat Moxley for the title last year? But the winner for me, it's Zack Sabre Jr. It doesn't make any sense for him to lose at the biggest pay-per-view of the year. And he's on such an upward trajectory at the moment, it makes no sense to put a stop to that now. So there you have it, my match predictions for Wrestle Kingdom 19. Now let me know yours in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to like, leave us a little comment, and subscribe to the wrestling group today.